When it comes to cash flow versus appreciation, which one do you think is more important?
Oof. That's a hard one. I think they both play a role in whatever you might need it for, right? I'm sure you can probably speak more to that on the tax side of things. I was actually speaking to a client that you know um, about appreciation and depreciation because they both matter also, right? Because that can put you, over in certain circumstances if you look at appreciation, but sometimes you can add depreciation back into something to put you in a better spotlight. So I think they play a role when needed, and cash flow obviously always plays a role. I think what's important is sometimes people lose sight that just because they paid cash for something doesn't mean that they're an automatic cash flow. I think that gets lost in translation because it's still always a numbers game, and just because you were able to pay cash for it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a cash flow. So I think that people having an understanding of that and knowing the difference and having that educational component is also important. So having the right partners in place, like yourself, to help people understand that and navigate that when necessary is really important.
Yeah, it's such a hard question. I wanted to ask it just to trip you up because there's
Yeah.
just so many things, so many factors that play into it. Is it your personal home or is it an investment property? Did you buy it cash? Did you get it with a mortgage? What are your goals? What are your long-term goals, your short-term goals? So much goes into it. So yeah, sorry to ask you that.
No,
What?
I'm glad that you did. I hope I met your expectation with my answer.
Yeah, you did. You were doing a little bit of ninja, some ninja stuff with that one too.
Yep.
What's the biggest real estate myth?
That you have to have 20% down to purchase a home. It's not true. You can have as little as 3.5% down. You can have no money down, depending upon if you're in a rural area. There are loans like a USDA loan, which is an agricultural loan, and 0% down. But on the flip side of that, it means you're financing the entire amount, right?
Yeah.
So that monthly payment then might go up. However, a USDA loan has a lower interest rate. So I chose to learn the lending side of things before I actually learned my own role as a realtor because I wanted to learn how to vet people while I was speaking to them to ensure that I can have success in our transactions. So, I think it's important.